Greetings and welcome to Bugbear's Rock and Roll High School, the groovy, wackaday, rhythmic academy. A seat of yearning amidst the learning. And what's that lovely odour? I can smell a burning. Pull up a desk and enjoy the 3 R's. That's rock, roll and rectalgia. Rectalgia, that's the scientific name for a pain in the arse. I'm Mr. Tony, the tumescent head of sixth form humour at the Bugbear Rock and Roll High School, and I'm going to be discussing all things PR today with my special guest, Liam McMahon.
Oh,
Liam McMahon. PR, what's that then? What's that all about? Passive resistance? Penile restlessness? Pitiful raconteuring? Pirate rambunctiousness?
Oh, smooth.
No. Anyway, Liam's here. He's an expert in all that and a lovely blokes match. Going to be a lot of fun. Got tons of great tracks lined up. Talking to lovely blokes. Old Wig is away, so I'm joined by Head of East European Studies and Bonkers Electronic Car, Mr. Martin. Welcome.
Hello to English community.
So, yes, here now is probably the greatest rock and roll pastiche in the history of rock and roll pastiching. Cherchez la femme, you know. Oh, the Prefab 4 there. Probably could have done with some good PR, they selves. I'm playing that as a little nod back to the show we did a couple of weeks ago with Ian Neal, head of Sony Film, TV, Advertising and Games, no less. He chose that, but we ran out of time. And Martin, you've got a little film critique thing for us later, but we'll hold your horses on that.
Yeah.
You're doing a bit of film studies for us today, aren't you?
Holding myself.
Hold on.
Holding the PR
Hold.
visa.
we'll be digging them potatoes in
Oh jeez, man! I
fullness of
can't
time.
wait how we fucking dig this bastard.
Straight in with a swear word.
No, it was Tony. Oh, it was the sound engineer. No, it's not me. Blame the PR.
Because you, the Shoreditch radio listener, it is the internet, doesn't matter. And we try not to, but hey. Bugbear Gig Goer sent me some lovely suggestions of a filmic music interface type nature, so we'll be discussing that a bit, maybe, if we've got time. And this is as good a time as any, I guess, to remind you, get in touch via Facebook /Bugbear Promotions or Twitter @Bugbear Music. Or you can email me at music@bugbearbookings.com. So, Liam's here.
Hello.
In the house. And Martin Hommeler is here, better known to some as Mr. Watanabe versus Space Traveller.
That's me.
He's in the wiggy position today.
Yeah.
So it's all good. So
all about the
Wig?
sports. All about the sports.
you're not going to do sports. You're not going to do sports. I don't want to hear your sports critique.
Oh, that will be great.
No,
I was
no,
so ready
no.
for it.
That's what I was
Step away from
looking
the
forward to,
sports.
yeah.
Sports, a little bit of football. Yeah.
So before we get stuck into a proper old chat, Liam, I'm going to hit the listenership up with a couple of tunes. What a choice of yours, and we've got a few choices of yours this evening, as we would. You're the guest. Something of a regularly featured number now on the show, an artist Bugbear have been supporting, but we'll have that in a minute. But first up, another artist Bugbear have been supporting, another Newbington, as we like to call them, playing the Dublin Castle on Sunday the 8th of December. Having got his track Camerons and Nonce lined up. We'll have to wait for that. We're not available yet. But here's Phil Black. Free entry on the 8th of December, you know. How do I pay my drug dealer? Free entry.
Yeah, that's
I
difficult.
mean, how do I feed my children? That's what I meant to say.
But I got an idea. You can become one.
Let me think about while we listen to Phil Black and
You're running the club.
Flashing Stars. So, Hollows by Ablu. And you picked that for playage today, Liam, which is great, because I've been banging on about it, how good it is, for some time.
Yeah, rightly so. It's an amazing tune.
And what's it that you like about it? I mean, daft question, really, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's got a reverb guitar in it, so I
Yeah,
love it.
you like that? Evocative, delicious.
Oh, he's saying he likes Elton John, so that's why.
He does?
Who doesn't?
Jesus.
Oh, I do like the middle eight of Part-Time Love. I'm falling into your arms. Beautiful. Elton John's a proper artist. Elton John, I tell you, you should take a leaf out of his book, Martin Hommeler.
I did. Sorry for me to be just poor foreigner. I will definitely correct my ways to listen some Elton John's some tracks and some fucking old people. No swearing. Hey, who is doing that?
I should have bought a
sound
swear jar.
engineer.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
Anyway.
smiling there, but hey.
A very evocative, lovely piece of music, that Ablu and his Hollows. And not sure if there's any Ablu gigs on the horizon at the moment. Had to cancel the last one at the Dublin Castle because he had a collapsed lung, apparently. Rock and roll, see?
That is rock and roll.
That
He's
is-
got a drummer. It's normally a drummer with a collapsed lung or a
Oh,
cold.
yeah, it is normally a drummer. I don't think he's got a drummer, so he has to do all the drummer injuries himself. That's like you get a rhythm, that's how it... That's modern music for you, technology. You got to like go, oh no, I'm going to have to
Next time when
tell myself that I've broken my wrist. Or my girlfriend's decided that we're going to Barbados. Or whatever it is, the
I
excuse.
would suggest next time he's playing in Dublin Castle, call me. I will do him
Anyway.
some damages.
Ablu, if you're listening, we want you back. Ignore this ribald stuff. We love your thing. We love your thing.
Yeah.
Okay, Liam, let's define the role, if you will, of a PR guru such as you in the music realm or elsewhere in entertainment and beyond. We had a music supervisor for the movies and TV on last time.
Oh, did you?
So we seem to be playing a bit of a thorough at present on this show, examining the work of those industrious people that facilitate the arts, if you will.
Yes.
So what, in a nutshell, then, is your role?
Oh, it's in a nutshell.
In a nutshell, well, maybe
shell of a
several
nuts.
nutshells. Maybe in a whole bag of nuts. What is
Well,
your role?
When I'm explaining it, to my
Christmas
dad.
bag. Buy one, get
How many
one free.
bags of nuts do you want?
Come on, Liam.
No, come on, Liam. No, really, Liam, do tell. Do
Well,
tell.
no. When I'm explaining it to my dad,
Yeah.
it's getting people in the media.
That's the thing, and explaining it to... I've never been able to explain to my parents
Yeah,
what I do.
yeah.
I think they think I'm a drug dealer. Like
But it's kind of partially true as well.
It is not! Take that back.
Hey,
Right.
hang on, I got this couple of...
I don't know what the relevance of that is.
Just throw it in. Throw it in.
That's my...
It's a Chinese for £1, you know.
Anyway, so you...
Yeah.
What was that again?
So it's just-
Reiterate that.
Getting people in the media. So in music,
Yeah.
it's getting artists in the media,
Yeah.
and where
I
I'm
want to
working
be
now.
in the media. Can
Done.
you get me into media?
You're in the
Done.
media right now. This is a
Yeah,
media
but I
happening.
mean,
Yeah, done.
I
So
wanna
that's
be a
my
P-
job done
with a
already.
P-
Yeah, he's PR'd you.
I know you, but
I'll send you an
I've
invoice.
promoted you.
Yeah, but that sounds much
Or
more
drug
famous.
dealt you.
Yeah.
Apparently I've drug dealt you, but no, I've promoted you, and now he's PR'd you, and so
Maybe better
that's
drugs.
a beautiful thing.
Yeah, but started my career in Bugbear Towers.
Well, let's not go.
back
Let's
in
not
the
go. I
day.
want to hold the powder,
okay,
keep the powder dry on that one for a
Okay,
bit.
yeah.
But we do know each other. Yes. You've been pursuing that work for a while now. You worked in the past for Coalition, quite a big name in the PR game a few years ago.
Yeah.
Mm.
9 years of this year I've been working in PR now.
Good grief. Radar maker,
Yep.
and as a freelance, as you
Yep.
could, and now at Nordoff Robbins.
Music therapy charity, yes.
Yeah, and you've worked with loads of artists there. Oh, hang on. and you've brought one of your clients with
Not so cute.
with you. Sorry. And now at Nordoff Robbins, and you've worked with loads of artists. Can we edit this? Helping raise awareness
Yes.
about the charity, which is a fantastic. I've got to say, I was pretty ignorant of Nordoff Robbins' work beforehand, before I filled myself in on the whole caboodle. But yeah, you've worked with like the likes of Labyrinth, Barry Gibb, Pele.
That
Bit of a
was
ledge.
Amazing.
Bit of a ledge.
I don't watch any football, but Pele.
Well,
everyone
he's only
knows
the
Pele.
greatest footballer in the world ever.
I mean, only, yeah.
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 And you've worked, and apparently he's no mean flamenco guitarist.
Oh my goodness, yeah. He just jumped in on a session,
Yeah,
whipped out the guitar,
yeah.
played some amazing tunes.
Everybody cured. Well, except me.
But it's a wonderful organisation though, Nordoff Robbins. The healing power of music, Martin, is something we can all relate to. Something we can all relate
the
to. So what is Nordoff Robbins then, Liam? Tell us.
Okay, so another nutshell for you.
Several nutshells.
Several
yeah,
nutshells.
yeah.
So it's...
Or maybe do this one in a pea skin.
In a piece.
I don't know. I'm just trying to mix it up a bit.
Use any kind of bag. Best is recycling.
Any organic receptacle you care, an acorn lid, whatever. Just go with it. Go with it, man.
So it's the specialist use of music. So
Yeah.
like I was saying to Martin before, if you hear a song, it reminds you of something back in the day, or, you know,
With a girl.
yes, maybe.
No, but it is. I mean, you know,
Yes, it
this is a jocular show, obviously.
Yeah.
But it is a very serious thing and a very worthy.
Yeah,
I mean, I think we can
it's
all
actually
agree
quite
with that.
amazing when you see the music therapists working. They know how to react to people and make music that makes them respond. So people, say for example, have autism, find it hard to communicate.
Yeah.
They find it easier to communicate through music.
Yeah.
And people with dementia who, you know, find it hard to remember things, using music so they can remember things. You know, it's amazing. Yeah,
Makes absolute total sense. And there's a master's level program validated by City University.
yeah, that's right. It's quite an intense
London?
course. So if you're grade 8,
Well, I could do with a career change.
yeah.
I might,
What does it
might
mean, grade
apply.
grade 8 is when you train.
Music therapist.
Oh, all right, okay.
So you
okay.
need to be like a proper good
Because,
musician. And,
Oh, do you?
yeah.
Oh, forget that then.
Yeah, styrofoam. Yeah, styrofoam. Yeah.
I just would like to know, like, what kind of music is mostly play as a music therapy?
Depends
Well,
on
I mean,
the
because-
depends on the case.
It
surely.
depends on the person.
Because the moment you say music therapy, you know, I imagine all these like chakra 12 music for your self-consciousness.
It depends on the individual case, though. Surely.
But you're right. A lot of people do think it's like that, but it's not at all. It's kind of
Right.
depends on the
mean-
person, and you can react.
Yeah,
using-
don't take me wrong. I mean, sorry about that.
No,
you
no,
know,
no.
like, but I mean, I really love, for example, Brian Eno, sorry, or Harold Bad and all these guys. I mean, they're my heroes, you know, like in a sense, you know, in the music way, you know.
Yeah.
And let's say, for example, the Brian Eno Onland Ambient Ford album. It's one of the, let's say, for me personally, kind of like wow album of the youth or whatever. Even today, I mean. And recently Tony posted, for example, Lou Reed, the Berlin. You remember?
Lou Reed, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Late great.
it's not really ambient music, is it? But it's kind of
No,
like
no.
yeah, it's kind of like let's put it
Certainly
this-
mood music.
Yeah, exactly. And I really love that album for let's say therapeutic.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
Although it's like a bleak listen.
Yeah.
It's a very dark. I mean, it makes Closer by Joy Division sound like Bad Manners.
Caroline,
You know,
Caroline
the
says-
second side of Berlin
Yeah.
is about as bleak as you can get. But it's so
an-
bleak, it's uplifting.
It's an amazing album. That and
That
Transport
is
are
an
my two
incredible album.
favourites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I was saying, you know, like go back to the question basically is like always when somebody says, oh, it's a therapeutic music. you know, I
Well,
go-
music is generally
because-
therapeutic.
Because
Whether
usually-
it's Bad Manners or Lou Reed.
because
know.
basically what's happening, usually you go to shop and says, oh, we got this therapeutic music. Would you like to listen?
I like whale music and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I love valve music. I like, but hey, hang on. You know, like, there is,
Well, I think whale music is for whales, isn't it?
yeah, but hey, I like it.
Really, but yeah. But anyway, so presumably you you are extensively, Liam, involved in promoting fundraisers, consciousness raising events at Nordhoff. I've forgotten the bloody name now. Nordhoff Robbins.
Nordhoff Robbins.
I forgot you started to swear as well.
Just a little bloody. Just you allow me a little. You're in there with your effing and blinding. In there with your effing and blinding. Come over here, Slovakian. Come over here, effing and blinding on our radio.
And talking to PR. What a disgrace of this country, huh?
Anyway, you ran into our absent phys ed guy, Mr. Wig, at
Where
a
is
sports
he?
event.
Where is he?
He's I don't know. He's interviewing Wayne Rooney or something. That's
Oh,
what,
okay.
you know, he works for some sort of sports channel. I don't know.
Don't give him a plug.
That's what I'm
No,
trying to say.
we won't give him a plug.
Let's just employ this Slovakian crazy bastard.
So yeah, I lined up the next best thing, as you can see. Yeah.
Next best thing, you know, like. Sorry, I feel sorry for you.
But wait. Emily Sande.
Yes.
She's one of your ambassadors, and she's part of your Christmas appeal film, which has just been launched, I think, yesterday.
Yes.
I believe. I haven't seen it yet, but so you're expecting big things from that with Emily's. I mean, the mums and grands. I mean, presumably got no Emily Sunday program because we're not that kind of program, maybe. But she's definitely a very popular artist involved in the Olympic closing ceremony, was
That's
it?
right, yeah.
And I know, like, you know, my sister's boyfriend's a big fan of hers. That she does appeal. So that's going to do a lot of good for Nordhoff Robbins.
Yeah, I
surely.
mean, I think how it came about initially was that she came to the centre and saw one of our sessions and just totally got it. A bit like when Labyrinth came down, he understood how people use music to communicate, and he just totally got it. And so she's been behind us since then,
Right,
and,
okay, cool. Excellent. Well, no Emily Sunday, as I said, but we are going to have something now that you've PR'd in the not too dim and... somebody that you've
I dread
PR'd
to think what this is going to be.
in the not too dim and distant past. No, the wonderful Tenderoni by Kelly. So, first you had Kelly, of course, from the Boxer LP, Off Duty from Block Party, a classic Tenderoni. Tenderoni is a slang term for one's younger male or female love interest, or someone too young to talk to or become involved with. Here we go.
Oh, wow, I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
no, it is composed of tender,
Yep.
a synonym for young, and Roni from the kind of New York, kind of Manhattan hip vernacular of the 30s, like Tutoroni, Babaduni, you know, all that kind of scat thing.
Oh, Italian romantic.
Anyway, a Roni, a diminutive towards male or female sweetheart, blah, 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 blah. And a great tune. And Maximo Park, did you do some work with them as well?
Ooh, see, when I was at Coalition, we worked with Block Party and we worked with Maximo Park. But I chose those two deliberately.
Right.
We're working with Kelly, with Bacardi, actually. We're going to do a 3D vinyl. So
What?
3D vinyl.
Yeah,
3D
no,
vinyl?
so you know these 3D printers that are
Yes.
super hit now? He's recording a track with I think a local Hackney girl called Bobby Gordon.
Right.
So he's going to mentor her and they're going to write a song together and then they're going to print it down in Phonica Records on using the 3D printer, sell them, sell the vinyl, and all the money raised goes to Nordhoff Robbins.
Yeah, I give you my bank account.
Wonderful.
Sold,
very good.
Sold, yeah.
And Maximo Park, Apply Some Pressure, we just heard.
Yeah, no, we worked with them at Coalition as well.
Did you
and,
remember them from when they were... Did you perhaps hear their
Yeah,
demo
yeah,
at Bugbear?
No, didn't hear their demo, but
Did you not?
Art
Okay.
Rocker, Tom Art Rocker gave me, was it a vinyl of theirs, like a coloured
Right.
vinyl? And 'cause
Well,
he was
their
promoting it,
old
wasn't he?
demo that we received in, it's probably 2000 or something, like 2001. It still pops up on my iPod
Oh,
from time to
really?
Yeah, I really like it.
Was Apply Some Pressure on there? Or?
Apply Some Pressure wasn't. I wish I could remember the tracks. I can't
Yeah.
remember the names of the tracks. But anyway, one track in particular, because I gave it a lot of stars. You know, when you
Yeah,
go,
yeah,
when
yeah,
you're an anal music fan, you go, well, I'll give that one 3. It's not quite as good as that one, which I'm giving 4. So, and that one comes up a lot. I wish I could remember. But that was Apply Some Pressure, which is, I think it was on the original demo,
Yeah.
but a great tune.
But
anyway.
they're Warp Records, and Warp Records
Right.
are doing us a favour at the weekend. You know the independent label market's happening in Spitalfields?
Yes.
No.
They're selling cakes to raise money for Nordhoff Robbins
Excellent.
on Saturday. So if you're in Spitalfields,
Get
go
down to
Warp's,
Spitalfields.
Buy some
Yeah,
get
get some
some
cakes in
cakes.
you. You need some cakes on these
Yeah,
cold,
exactly. It's
wintry
cold.
nights. It's
Yeah,
cold,
yeah,
isn't
yeah,
it?
yeah.
You agree? You're from
Yeah,
Middle
coldish.
Eastern European type climes.
Already snowing there.
Already snowing there, but probably nicer, crisper,
Yeah, well.
bit brighter, probably more pleasant than here because it gets right in your bones. It gets right in your bones, doesn't it? I don't like it. It's right in your bones. Oh, it's horrible. So anyway, I'm kind of digressing a little bit. So let's
Don't
come clean now, Liam. You
Yep.
were interning, work experiencing, if you
Yep.
will, for some dubious coves named Bugbear Promotions. Have you managed to live down the stigma of that yet?
I tell you what, that's where my tea making skills were honed
you were
to
a-
perfection.
This
I thought that you still haunted.
and I've just made you a cup of tea in a plastic cup. That is, sorry about that.
That's
is
a
shit.
kick in the
That is
face,
frankly
yeah.
shit. I do
Well,
apologise.
that's all the skills he learned.
Yeah.
You give him that back, now like, hey, this is what you made use.
Yeah, thanks for the tea, Liam. Here you go. Have that. Yeah.
Well, it's funny though because I studied music industry in High Wycombe, and my lecturer said the music industry is
Yeah.
based on tea and biscuits. So if you
Right.
can't make tea,
Thought it was,
bring in biscuits.
thought it was
What kind of-
cocaine and knee tremors.
yeah. I was just thinking,
Yeah.
this music
That was the
teacher.
80s, yeah.
Oh, yeah, all right. I was.
Right.
Did he sing a chorale in a church or something like that? Yeah.
Okay. I think it's fair to say, Excuse me.
music.
Back in the day, we invented Dreamo, didn't we?
Oh no, I knew you were going to bring this up.
Excuse me. The funny thing is, I've actually seen that in print now as a serious thing.
You?
I have. I can't remember where, but someone went, "This is kind of Dreamo." I think it was in Mojo or something.
No.
Yeah, I have seen. Somebody has. Well, you know, it's a word that's been made up. Somebody else can make up a word.
Well, it's true.
It's not unthinkable, is it? But yeah,
patent
we were spearheading the Dreamo thing back in the day.
Yeah.
What was your band called again? Remind us?
Reverie.
Reverie.
Reverie's
Yeah,
like
they
a
were-
dreamy musical
Yeah, it was
state.
dreamy.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, we're coming to this church music, as I say. So.
We've got none programmed, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
What did you
Okay.
play, actually?
I played guitar, but we played kind of like dreamy music, I guess.
It was
What
very
is- yeah,
dreamy.
dream pop, I suppose you'd call
dream
it.
pop.
Really.
What do you
Dream
want,
pop.
like Cocktail Twins or something like that?
Oh, I wish we'd never got anywhere near as good as Cocktail Twins.
I love them. as well.
Yeah, me too.
brilliant.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that was a hard slog. Trying to sell the Dreamo brand.
Sell the Dreamo brand. Yeah, it's a hard slog. It's an even harder slog these days. But I mean, as you came up through the
I think the sound is you're getting bored
the
there.
PR,
He's not a fan of Dreamo.
Yeah,
He's
he's
not a fan of
thinking
Dreamo.
about his bed and he's just thinking like, not
Anyway.
saying, go to bed.
Liam, as you came up through the PR, working for Coalition, working for Radar Maker, etc. I mean, you must have had some big clients.
Oh yeah, God, yeah.
Give us some examples.
Well, I guess where
I mean, we've already named a couple, Block Party and Maxine
He
Park,
mentioned,
but
he mentioned God. Oh God.
oh God.
That's the biggest one you can get.
Well, yeah, but I find now that Alice kind of like more
yeah,
important.
yeah.
so in right now.
Oh,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
The God is
Alice trending.
God the mission.
Yeah. Well, no. To be fair, I didn't work on Block Party because I was more of a fan, so I kind of assisted where needed.
Okay, but you
where
were
I
in the
f-
mix.
Yeah,
You were in the
where I
mix.
first cut my teeth, I guess, was Noisettes.
Yeah.
Their first album, and
Right, yeah.
that was
Okay.
real good fun, real good band, real good songs. And then they got that massive hit, didn't they, with the advert? So
Yeah,
Must
with
be
the
laughing.
with the advert.
yeah,
Yeah, but also you were one of your clients was HMV.
yes. So not only to look after artists, I did other bits and bobs, and HMV was
Are
my
they still
biggest
going,
client.
guys?
Yeah, it's still going.
Yeah?
Yeah, they're
Okay,
going.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I heard something on telly. They're supposed to they had some problems. No?
Yeah, we call it a wobble.
Yeah. So you were working with
That's the
HMV.
PR, man. Yeah,
You were working with HMV when at Coalition, and then you later became an independent, if you will.
Yes.
What's the correct term?
Well, I guess a freelance
A
PR.
freelance PR. A freelance, and you would, and you had the HMV account as a freelance PR.
Yeah, but it's
That's
quite
pretty
lucky.
about a young fellow. I mean, he's barely shaving, listeners. Barely shaving.
following the example of all.
Yeah.
Sorry, man.
Because none of us have had a shave.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
But no, it's really lucky. Really, I mean, I think I just worked really, really hard, and
Yeah.
I
I
think
do
it
remember
pays
you were a
off.
hard worker at Grafton. We had a lot of interns and a lot of work experience back in the day when we used to earn money.
Yeah.
And we had an
Hazy
office and
days, yeah.
stuff. Those crazy hazy days when you could
What
actually
are
earn a
you
living.
talking about, Tony? You look like a really good drug dealer. So don't talk this crap in here. You know, like, hey.
Anyway, he was a hard worker, unlike most of them who were bloody useless.
Yeah.
But I think anyway, let's have a bit more music now. It's time we had a bit more music
Yeah,
while
come on,
while I take Martin
Sound
into a
engineer,
corner
please.
and advise him not to call me a drug dealer again, whilst I sell him some drugs. Police! So yeah, we're gonna hear the Verve shortly, but this is Super Revolver Ivy. There we go. What a wonderful tune. Hope you enjoyed it.
Totally. I was so focusing. Oh boy, you know.
The Verve. And
Just
in those
Verve,
days, just Verve, actually. Man Called Sun, early Verve, before the, if you follow me. Not before the. Anyway, nice choice, Liam. I love it. So, yeah, and what was that before? Oh, yes, Super Revolver, Ivy. Working with some very well-known names. Dan Hawkins, The Darkness, has featured guest guitar on some of their music and is rumoured to be making a guest appearance at the gig soon. Well, that'll be the Dublin Castle on the 7th of December. So come on down. Tickets are available. www.wegottickets.com. Go to Bugbear's website, bugbearbookings.com. And Tom from Kasabian has contributed his infamous voice to one of their songs as
Wow.
well. So yeah, and that all kind of
Kind of all-star
makes
cast,
a
yeah.
sense of its own. So, yeah, you worked for the Mean Fiddler group as well. Did you not? Back to Liam now. Don't worry, Martin, we aren't going to be talking to you.
Kind of distress.
I just rely on you to explode information left side.
Totally.
Yeah.
I brought inside my head.
Yeah. You come in with some broadsides.
Well, yeah, I had a bit of a coup actually with Mean Fiddler.
You had a whatty?
Bit of a coup.
A bit of a coup, yeah.
Because HMV bought them.
Oh, that's how that happened, of course.
So that means like my roster at one point looked absolutely incredible.
Yeah, not half. Well, we were impressed. There was that little Liam who used to listen to demos and make the tea. Well, he's only running all this schnizzle.
Yeah, no, we had some really good tours with Mean Fiddler. And obviously, we looked after the HMV Forum, HMV Apollo.
Yeah.
What did they do actually? The Mean Fiddler. I know.
Well,
the name,
it's like Bugbear in a sense.
Oh,
promote gigs.
It's exactly like Bugbear.
Only
like
Tony
that.
here, you know. He didn't manage to get that big.
They sell bigger drugs.
Better.
If you're listening, Vince, it's a joke.
No,
it's all a joke. It's all a bloody joke, isn't it?
Of course.
Yeah, but the HMV bought them, and
so it was amazing. It's a really good time actually because I had all the venues like the garage and the HMV Forum and the.
Are they still going now? Or
well, they when they downsized, when they had their wobble.
Another wobble.
Yeah, they sold them off to make some cash, and I think Mama Group bought them all back.
Yeah.
So
it's all Mama, isn't it?
But then I'd left by then. I'd joined Nordhoff Robbins, this kind of seen the advert come up, and I thought I have to apply for this. I've worked with them a few years ago, and
you did the noble thing.
Yeah, the noble thing.
You did do the noble, the thing with consciousness and thought, and a caring PR guy. You know.
Yeah. Well, I like to think that, I'll try and tell the truth.
Full of giving.
Yeah.
Christmas is coming.
It's nearly Christmas.
It's me, Tony. Yeah. From Italy. I got the good machine gun.
1 minute I'm a drug dealer, the next I'm Jesus. Make your mind up. God, well, you could be both.
You are a figure.
You could be both, yeah. They're both messianic figures. Yeah. Okay, anyway, the messianic figure, our guest today, is Liam. Liam McMahon. Do I pronounce your name correctly?
No, you don't.
No, I didn't think so.
I like it, yeah.
McMahon.
It's McMahon.
Oh, for God's sake.
So it's like the high
Why
bouquet.
didn't I know that?
Because it's not spelled that way.
Yes, that's why I didn't know that, yeah. But I should have known that by now.
Well,
really.
I don't know. No one ever calls each other by their last name anymore, do they? Unless you're at school.
I'm Tony Glad. And this is Bugbear's Rock and Roll High School. And and also when you were doing all that stuff like with all that like PR stuff with like HMV and Mean Fiddler and all that.
Fellas, yeah.
All that. Snoop Dogg.
Yes.
Snoop Dogg.
Yes.
Tell us about Snoop Dogg.
Amazing opportunity. Got to work on
I would like to do the beats. When
Documentary. Go on.
That's actually quite good.
And you talk about the Snoop Doggy Dogg, come on, man,
You mesmerise me.
Yeah. Jeez, man, that's supposed to be
carry on. Do it again.
Okay, so again.
You can.
I can't get there.
So you would.
I used to work with Snoop Doggy
No,
Dogg.
it'll just end up sounding like John Barnes on that England football track. We don't want to go there.
Yeah.
We don't want to go there.
Sorry.
Anyway, it's a good excuse for this. Let's have Snoop Dogg. Gin and juice. What else? All the others are too raw. Heart. Yeah, that was a heartbeat. That was who was that, Martin?
That was me. With the PR skills. Misa Watanabe versus Space Traveler. Just for Liam and Tony to satisfy them needs.
My needs are satisfied, baby.
No, you never know. I thought you asked for some more. Ow!
Yeah, I'm very satisfied. That's great. Great track. Lucky I know this space. Tell us, Martin, about. Have you still got that record for sale? It's been played on like the Freak Zone on Six Music. Even Steve Lamacq gave it a spin. One of the tracks. Yeah. And are you going to be doing any gigs soon? Would you be perhaps doing a Dublin Castle gig soon? Come.
Yeah, 28. Pre-New Year. show.
28th of December.
Yeah. I think this way it's actually really good, because I've been thinking maybe I can invite lots of friends and we can have some piece of. Actually, I would like to ask some DJs and stuff like this, like that, and we do rapping. Liam is coming, PR, all the famous people. He brings the famous singer.
Pele.
He plays a little acoustic guitar. We all get smashed.
Emily Sunday will be
Tony
there.
brings loads of drugs to Dublin Castle,
yeah.
and Mean Fiddler as well, the old guys, and give you a total smash up.
Yeah. So explain your show a little bit, if you will, because it's not like anything else out there, is it? Really, it's different. Come on, explain yourself. Explain yourself.
I try to find the words for this amazing, absolutely fabulous show. It's like. Have you been in ABBA musical ever? So my show is like that. I get on stage, things like "Oh Mamma Mia." Oh, Mamma Mia.
He doesn't.
No, I can't explain, because... yeah, it's like that, exactly. And we got some like tools, and health and safety is, of course, the number one. Actually, last time I played in Dublin Castle, there was the manager of Dublin Castle things, and he says, "Oh, this is too dangerous, boy," and he shut my fucking... Ooh, no. Don't do that. It's a smoke machine. It's a smoke machine. Not duck. Nothing like that. So
don't worry, we're going to put all these sounds over all your Fs.
Yeah.
Later.
Drun, 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 drun.
Anyway, do come down. It is a brilliant show. You've got a great stage show. I mean, it's dance music. It's breakbeat. It's a bit of dubstep in there. There's some jazz in there. There's some drum and bass in there.
Yeah. It's difficult for me to explain.
It's got a popular. It's not pop music, but it's got a popular vibe, and it's accessible. Is what I'm trying to say. It's accessible, and it's a really good show. It's not like somebody noodling on a little laptop looking bored. Yeah. It's the complete antithesis of that. So I recommend it heavily. Well, we do, don't we? On a regular basis. I mean, we'll make you a big star one day.
I mean,
and then you'll talk about
it. We'll talk after.
Exactly. The PR.
You've got the PR guy here. So we had a movie theme last time round, and you're hearing Lou today of Old Chief Wiggum. And I said to you, anything you'd like to discuss, Martin? And you mentioned some movies, didn't you?
Yeah. I mean, I kind of movie freaks, I have to say.
Are you a movie freak? Well, because we had this sort of movie thing last time, let's as a kind of like relation to that. I've been watching a lot of Woody Allen films lately, and you recommended this film from a few years ago, 3 or 4 years ago, Whatever Works, starring Larry David. I've never seen this film.
That's totally
Tell us about this film.
I mean, it's basically...
Briefly.
I don't know how to.
Because you've got two other films.
Speech now. The King's Speech. Anyway, now we go. Basically, the whole movie is about the. Oh, jeez, man.
Sorry, no, go on.
That's when you get going.
I will not pass this test,
Sorry, Martin. Go
on. Okay. So basically, the Whatever Works. I would say it's kind of like satirical comedy, some kind of, I don't know how to describe this.
Well, it's a Woody Allen film.
Yeah, it's about the society.
So
it's brilliant. Yeah, it's brilliant. Basically, it's this oldish guy who kind of.
And that's Larry David.
Yeah, absolutely. He's brilliant. What he's doing in this movie, he's basically playing this huge mathematician genius, and suddenly he's meeting all these little like. Redneck American, with very little education and stuff like that, and you need to see this, and he tried to explain them this big mathematics and physics stuff, and they obviously can't get these things, but somehow as they live with him, they kind of like transfer, into really kind of bohemic and art creatures. They somehow they somehow find themselves, right? Kind of or find what they kind of couldn't realize in the society where they used to live, or I don't know how would I describe this, but it's an amazing movie.
Well, that's why we got you on to review movies, because you don't know how to describe them. That's perfect. so rent that DVD.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
And the next one, Cutie and the Boxer, about some Japanese artists. What's this all about?
Yeah,
this looks really interesting. Again, haven't seen it.
It's amazing movie. Actually, this is a recent movie.
Yeah, this is new, isn't it?
Yeah, this is a new one, 2013. It was an independent movie festival here in London, and there was a couple of movies which I liked, but this one was amazing, you know. And it's about the actually I can't remember his name. Sorry, guys. And anyway, he moved-
Yoshio Shinohara.
yeah,
And his wife Noriko.
Noriko, exactly. And basically, the whole thing.
Hajimase.
Yeah,
so it's-
you know. But anyway, this was the bad expression of Japanese language.
Yeah,
sorry.
apologies to all Japanese people, including my wife
Yeah.
and children.
Well, because I feel the Japanese language for me sounds. I don't speak Japanese, but it sounds for me absolutely amazing. But
Yeah,
what
it does give you a headache if you're there for like 6 weeks at a time, though. I have to
Really?
tell you. Yeah.
But I have to tell
do
you,
start getting a headache.
hang on, Tony. I come here to UK. I couldn't speak word of English, and I can tell you, I know what does it mean. You
Yeah.
know, we really feel exhausted and.
Of
but anyway,
course.
I
But
don't want to talk. Let's go
the
back
film,
to
the
movie.
film,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
film.
yeah.
Noriko's trying to find her own identity against this very big character who's an artist.
Exactly, because I thought first when I started to watch that it's gonna be all these kind of artistic movies, you know, telling like, hey, yeah, I've been
Pretentious.
yeah, Mr. Bombastic, and actually, and
Shaggy's an artist.
yeah, and actually he's
Is he a cubist or what kind of school of art is Shaggy?
no. He's kind of totally crazy guy, and actually I would say he kind of understand. He's not one of those really crazy, you know, like bohemian artists who thinks he eat the whole world or whatever. But anyway, what I want to say, I thought firstly the movie is gonna be about him, you know, and how he paints and blah blah blah. But it's actually really really nice interaction, you know, between her and him, and I thought now the movie is more about her.
Yeah, it looks really good actually. And
And
Japanese cinema is amazing.
This
an amazing
is
thing.
American. It's an American.
It is actually an
Yeah.
American production, is it?
Well,
Ah.
I'm not so sure if it's American production, but
Or
I mean,
maybe a joint-
It's from New York.
Right,
They still live
okay,
in New York. They are
okay.
very poor. You
Oh,
know?
sorry, I missed that. I
It's-
wondered why there was
it's-
English being spoken
Yeah,
a
no,
lot.
no, no.
Yeah.
It's not like they achieve like million pound sales of the art they make. But I have to say also, you know, they also have a son, which was very amazing in this movie, and he's quite unsuccessful as well. Let's say by what I kind of think from the movie part, you know, and I think he even makes even better art than they do. You know? I mean, he really the picture what they show what he does. Wow, I really found them quite beautiful.
Well,
you know?
so that's the second of your
Yeah.
recommendations on the celluloid scene there from Mr. Martin, our film studies and electronica lecturer today. Beauty and the Boxer. Go and see it, everybody. And a quick word, if you will, about the campaign.
Oh, this is another one. I mean,
Now, this looks great.
This is amazing. This is about the American elections. I don't want to really say that much more because this is really a killer movie which everybody needs to see. It has everything in it. The hard religious guys, you know, the hard conservative, the hard kind of like, I don't know how to say this. It's kind of like there is a guy basically who wins election every year by just signing papers, and suddenly there is some big business going. Like it's all about the lobbying and stuff like that, but in a funny way. And I think everybody should see this because this guy is totally mental.
It's Will Ferrell and Zach Galifianakis.
And this
I've seen this. Yeah.
You've seen it?
Yeah.
And do you remember this part when he goes to this religious family when they pray for Jesus and stuff like that?
Yeah, vaguely. Yeah. I mean, it's funny. It's very kind of shows how big business is trying to. The undercurrent is big business is trying to rig the elections, basically.
Fancy.
One governor at a time, kind of thing. But it's just they do it to hilarity.
So it's an hilarious expose of the American electioneering scene.
I wouldn't
system.
just say about the electionary system, but I would say about the whole society.
Of course,
really,
of course.
because it's happening in a small city.
Yeah, that's right.
And basically you can see all the little division and characters, you know, so you can see some really like hard religion Christians, going about them business. Then you see the illegal immigrant workers, which doesn't understand even what's happening, but they are kind of involved in kind of a campaign which they even don't know what this is all about. So
Well, there you go. An hilarious expose of diminished personhood, perhaps, which is a link, actually. Thanks for that, Martin. From their Sexual EP, and playing this Saturday on... Sexual. That's the name of the record. Sexual. This Saturday, November the 30th, and the Dublin Castle. Flowers of Evil. Wakey, wakey! Contrasting tracks, I think you'll find. November the 30th, Dublin Castle. That's like Saturday. Yeah, a track from Sexual, Diminished Personhood. And you can buy that on Bandcamp. Which is a nice little thing, isn't it? And Julie London we had there. Right, this is Bugbear's Rock and Roll High School coming at you on Shoreditch Radio. So why did I play that there Julie London tune? Well, you may remember we had Ian Neal in here a couple of weeks ago. He's basically head, no less, of Sony TV, film, games. I mean, he places tracks on various films, TV. He's the head of all that.
Amazing.
Yeah. And so I said I went out onto Facebook and Twitter and all that, and said...
Sorry, finally you're making some connections here.
And I asked all you celluloid and vinyl stroking hipsters and dipsters, what's your favourite filmic musical moment wherein the tune and the action on the screen, if you will, make for sweet... I've got to stop saying if you will. Make for sweet epiphany, if you will. And you didn't disappoint. Mine, for what it's worth, is the Travis Bickle Real Rain monologue in Taxi Driver. I think that's very good. But there's a thousand million things, obviously. Mike Codling was on. He said, Pork Tevar from Cria Cuervos, When the Children Dance.
Jesus Christ. That must be Mike's.
Duncan Armstrong said the part where Orson Welles steps out of the shadows, having been taunted by Bill Holden, that'll be in The Third Man, and I think that's the theme kicks in. And then he changed his mind and said 28 Days, when you get...
this guy's is totally unsure.
John Murphy, that track, which is great, actually. Chris Evnett got in touch and said, going to go with the pigeon-toed orange peel scene from Coogan's Bluff. Totally encapsulates the ridiculousness of the film. The producer-director's take on a San Francisco psychedelic freakout turned into unintentional, high camp comedy worthy of Batman or The Man from U.N.C.L.E. So there you go. Graham Lambert just says Zulu. So I don't know where the music. I mean, are they attacking? Is it like mad drums? I should have checked on YouTube or something, but I don't know. Zulu, said Graham Lambert. Thanks for that, Graham. Jimmy Laugh suggests the coupling of Cream's "Sunshine of Your Love" with the introduction to what's the character's name? Robert De Niro. In which film is it? Mean Streets, I think. Yeah, and then he changed his mind, and it's Bobby. It's the entrance of Robert De Niro with Jumping Jack Flash playing. That's Mean Streets. It must be Goodfellas, the other one. I think I could be wrong. Our mutual friend Ian. Supersonic Psy, yeah, he goes for Donnie Darko, the use of Echo and the Bunnymen's Killing Men.
Good choice, yeah.
That is a good choice. That's like a montage of vignettes representing various characters in the movie. So, and he also goes for the bit in Christian F when the Europunks are running around and going crazy to Heroes by David Bowie. You might remember that. But DJ Testified. Now, the reason I played Julie London there, DJ Testified came on and he basically nailed it, I think, because this is Bugbear's Rock and Roll High School. So that was Julie London from the film The Girl Can't Help It, of course. Great film, rock and roll, celluloid. They all come together. What year was that made? 1956 or something, probably. So, yeah, DJ Testified's the winner. We hold his arm up and we say, yes, DJ Testify, you have won this little competition with no prizes whatsoever. And to prove the point, we're going to have Little Richard and the title track from The Girl Can't Help It as well. Lo-fi dream pop with a shuffling hip-hop beat. Quite folky and pastoral in places. Lovely boy-girl vocals, wistful and summery vibes. Great stuff. Yeah, Southwold Corner Club released their debut EP on Monday the 23rd of December. They do. And great groundbreaking technological advancements involved in the EP as well as outstanding tracks. That's the bit I'm reading. Don't Judge the Youth. What a great tune. Really like that. 10th of December, Dublin Castle. Funny that. That's where they're playing. That's where you can come and see them. Yeah. Radio, because I mean, it's not, you can't, we're on the radio, sort of. I mean, the internet radio, but it's still the radio.
Yeah.
Fine way of doing radio, actually. But I listened to a great programme on Radio 4 the other day by Peter Perfides.
Oh, yeah.
Really, really good. It was like exploring the pop albatross syndrome, such as Mike Batt, serious singer-songwriter, versus Mike Batt, Womble.
Yeah.
That kind of syndrome. So look it up and give it a listen. And then I do like to have Radio 4 on during the day, although, we should be immersed in pop music. Obviously, I do have 6 Music on in the evening, clearly, and I've always got Shoreditch Radio on in between.
Obviously. Yeah.
Clearly. But, and then I had Radio 4 and I did have to switch to Shoreditch Radio because it was a woman's out there were discussing genitolabial cosmetic surgery.
Wow.
And, yeah. And some people have XFM on. but what do you listen to of a day when you radio?
Yeah,
what do you listen to radio? Listen to the radio at all, Martin?
Not really.
No.
I have to say.
Liam, I
Well,
mean, you're
obviously
in
listen to
PR,
this.
so you
Yeah.
obviously listen to a lot of radio.
Well, I listen to this all the time.
Needless to say, this breaks the mold. I mean, this obviously, this is the tastemaker
Yeah.
amongst all radio. Clearly,
I mean, that's a given.
that's
so,
a given.
yeah.
That's a
It's
given.
only because
That's a gibbon. Where's a gibbon?
It's only because we're sitting here. Don't worry. Outside of the room, we got the different opinions.
Fancy. Who'd have thought? But you must listen to a lot of radio.
Oh, God, yeah. I mean, a lot of XFM, but I also listen for the news. Because I like to see the music news. I'm a bit of a news junkie. To be
Right,
honest, so.
yeah. See, I like Radio 4 during the morning. I mean, I listen to,
But why do you listening so much of radio? I don't get that.
Oh, no, not particularly a lot of radio, just listening for the news. I like music news.
Oh.
Like enemy.com, I have to say, is
Oh,
really
right,
good.
yeah.
Just
Which one?
Enemy.com, just pumping out all the news stories and stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a news hound, so,
Check it out,
yeah.
kids.
It's really funny because most of the time I'm listening to internet radio.
Yeah.
Right, well, there you go. So you are our ideal listener.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, well, a lot of people do. A lot of people have Mixcloud on
I
a
really
constant...
like this American
Yeah.
station called Drones.
Drones?
Yeah, it's kind of like healing music. They're actually playing all the ambient, kind of like... I don't like this ambient music when they're using drums like this, like chilly out and bloom, bloom, bloom.
Chilly
But-
out.
Yeah. But these guys, they kind of play drone music, basically.
Yeah.
Kind of deep noise and stuff. So I kind of like this radio.
Well, if it all gets too much, you can always listen to Birdsong. You ever heard
Well,
that?
it's funny you should say that because I did used to listen to Birdsong on the
Yeah.
radio, but I thought it had been taken off.
Oh, no.
But I've now got... I mean, there's a bit of a sad add-on to this because it's because
Cut this later.
my late aunt passed away in the summer and I've got all her classical music CDs. But amongst the CDs, there were two CDs of Birdsong.
Wow.
And I've got every single bird in the known universe. Every now and again it pops up on my iPod and I go, oh yeah, there's a reed warbler there.
In between Max.
like
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
CDs,
get you get the fall,
Yeah.
then you get a reed warbler, then you get the four tops. It's a wonderful thing. I do enjoy it. So yeah, who needs the radio when you've got your own music pumping in your head like that? I mean, these days you can have your whole record collection in your pocket. Off you go. You can travel the world. You can be, up a mountain.
It's sad, but I recently signed up to a Spotify.
Yes.
You
Love
recently
Spotify.
signed up.
Yeah.
I gave up Spotify, but
No.
I did. Well, I didn't. I was
Why?
paying the £10.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
actually.
but
I
I've
just
given-
signed up actually.
Have you? Yeah. No, I stopped.
I had them for free, but they annoy me with adverts.
That's how to get you. Yeah.
And then somehow I signed up, and it's about 2 months now.
Enjoying it?
Um,
I love the playlist.
Yeah.
Making playlists is good fun.
I mean,
so.
what I really found absolutely amazing that you really search for very very small bands, which I wouldn't expect to be on it.
That's
and
true, I guess.
suddenly-
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Okay. Well, this is completely random, but somebody just texted me. You might have heard it. Keith Flint from The Prodigy once said, "If another ever calls me the Firestarter, I'll stab him in the throat." That's a nice quote, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
Pretty artistic. I love them now.
So Liam, some daft Bugbear questions for you. Which character from Family Guy would you most like to take tea with?
Oh, Stewie. Evil genius.
See, yeah.
Evil genius.
Take tea, though. That's a kind of, because you've been a bit of a tea drinker and all.
Oh, God, yeah. I mean, he's very British as well.
Do you know
isn't he?
Brian's been killed off?
No.
Have you heard this?
No.
Brian has been killed off.
Is it
I've
aired?
watched it. No, but it's aired in the States, or it's about to air in the States, and there's a spoiler on the internet right now. Somebody posted it, and it's like, no way, Brian's the best character for me. for me. And being the dog, has he died?
Oh, God,
Car crash.
don't say.
Got run over.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, who would you be? Who would you like to share a political debate with out of Family Guy? You don't
Firstly,
watch it.
I don't know this. Yeah, I think.
Oh, you don't. Yeah, that's not going to help you, is it? All right, out of the Muppets then, Martin.
Muppets, I don't watch that.
Oh, well, God Almighty! They come over here from Eastern Europe and they don't know our culture. They don't know our culture, our American culture. That is. They don't know it, do they? So, Liam, which Muppet most resembles you when you're at your
point
worst?
fingers at
When you're at your worst.
Oh, the Muppets.
This is Muppets too old for you,
Yeah, do you know
being about
what?
9
Yeah, I
and
can
that.
only remember Kermit and Miss Piggy, and
Okay.
I actually met Kermit at HMV.
Have you done PR for Kermit?
Yeah, got some photographers take his picture.
There you go.
It was great. It was very
So
nice.
Kermit would be your best Muppet,
Yeah.
and
ledge.
presumably most people go with Miss Piggy as the worst. And what's the first rule of rock and roll then? Tell me that. The first rule of rock and roll for
There
you,
are no rules.
Liam McMahon. There are no rules.
It's funny. I said that last time.
That's what everybody says.
Oh,
That's,
do
it's
they?
like variations on that. Basically, it's like a test. And when somebody sits there and goes, "Oh," you go like, well, "They're not rock and roll."
Yeah, you're in trouble then.
Won't invite them again. Right. So, okay.
Team makers.
Which act, Liam, that you've had a public relationship with, related in public style, that you've PR'd, trying to say here, in your young but illustrious career, would you most like to be rescued from a desert island by? Because I don't want to make it sound that we've kind of been influenced by any other radio programs or anything like that. So, put it, or if not a desert island, which band that you've worked with would you most like to be rescued from a near-empty North London venue on a cold, bleak November night? Perhaps I should.
Bisexual.
Who would you? Oh God, I'm glad they came along and took me away from all this.
God.
I thought you'd come up with a really quick.
Oh, you see, wait, I mean,
December the
Martin's fans,
December the 28th.
December. No, I don't know. It's been quite difficult because I work.
You can't choose amongst them.
No.
It's like choosing from your children type thing.
It is, yeah.
Of course, they're all great.
All lovely.
Or
They're all
the
lovely.
cats.
They're all lovely. Yeah.
All the cats are the same, and suddenly you have to load them all.
If it was Desert Island Discs, of course, you'd definitely have a teapot as your luxury item.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Okay, it's Thanksgiving round about now in the USA, isn't it?
Yeah.
Round about now. Right about now. So American friends, I mean, what is it that they're saying thank you for? I've never quite understood. What is it that they're being thankful for? Do you know?
I mean, you got the answer on the Facebook, actually.
Don't give away the
The
secrets.
mysteries. Yeah.
The mystique.
Oh, Jesus, sorry, man. Magic tricks is out. Magic tricksy.
I'm not being cute or sarky. You remember me saying that as well.
But actually...
But I genuinely don't know. Is it Bo Diddley?
No, but actually that's right.
I don't know. You tell me. Is it?
That's actually the right. You know, the answer,
the Indians.
Yeah.
That's right.
I mean, the whole story is the first colonizers or whatever, the foreigners like me get there and say through the summer times they say, oh, let's just shoot these bastards, this savage over the winter time. Please, we need some food.
Yeah.
You know, okay then, let's just do this. I don't know. So I think
So it's saying thanks to the Native Americans for allowing them.
not really. It's a say to thanks to Mother Nature that you supplies the food for the.
It's an excuse for the sublimation of mass guilt over the extermination of the
Yeah.
people. Basically. Sorry to bring that up. It's maybe a little rude, I don't know. But
It's pacification.
yeah. So I think there should be a Thanksgiving Day, like Christmas, but like where people say thank you for something.
Yeah.
That would be a good thing. You get a thank you card, and you have a thank bank maybe. I said thank bank.
But what I
So what
worry
would you-
about this, it's like there is another day, a thanks day, then is a whatever love day, and I don't know, and you
Yeah.
get really kind of smashed by all these crazy bastards, who want you to buy something.
Pirate Day.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm worried. So one day the thanks day will be the one which you have to give your neighbor half of your
Exploding Day. Yeah, that's true. Actually, fair point. But if there was an international Thanksgiving Day, then who would you say thank you to, Liam?
Who invented tea? The Chinese? The tea?
Yeah. The Chinese, definitely. Yeah. And you were saying before we came into the studio, you were saying about how you went to China recently and really liked the Chinese.
Oh my! It was the most amazing place. Went
So
to
there you
Beijing,
go.
so I
Yeah.
recommend it. The tea, superb.
China and tea, two fine
Who'd have
things.
thought it?
All right, one more of your Bugbear Island discs then, Liam. Santa Gold. Why Santa Gold?
Oh, do you know what? I chose this, and it's a really sad reason.
Oh, is it? Oh dear.
I'd never heard this song before, and then I saw it on a Direct Line advert, and then I had to Shazam it, find out what it was, and now I can't stop listening to it.
There's sad, and luckily that was not like real down as sad. Like I saw a rabbit getting eaten by a pit bull.
Yeah, I thought like what kind of story is going to play here, and suddenly.
There you go, edited by Del, the even funkier Homo sapien out there, for tonight's purposes. Alexander Price and Paramore on Velcro City Records. Expect lots of sass on stage at the Dublin Castle on the 6th of December because Alexander Price will be joined on stage for that by the very beautiful Victoria Girardi Angelini. Dark, decadent electro-pop fun. Yeah.
That was the song?
It's called You're Burning.
You're Burning.
Yeah. A bit of a departure for the Dublin Castle, perhaps. Very, coming from the sort of gay electro scene,
When is this?
But we're a broad church. 6th of December.
6th of
Dublin Castle.
December.
Yeah. So, thanks to all for being here. It's been lovely. So, it's been more like sort of Bugbear's electronica exotica type high school musically. There's not been a great deal of kind of rock. We've had Little Richard. That's rock and roll, isn't it? Yeah, that's definitely rock and roll. But let's redress the balance from all that electro stuff a little bit now with some guitar music. Some wonderfully lopsided jazz bow type guitar music, delicately hewn in minor keys of gossamer delight. And from School of Bugbear, Liam, actually, Cyril Sneer. Did you come across them at Bugbear?
I did, yeah.
Oh, fantastic. And it was great to see this. And I hadn't heard a Cyril Sneer tune. And this is new, right?
Yeah, it's new.
And I'd slightly forgotten about them. Not completely, because I was aware that they were still, doing stuff. But they hadn't been in the forefront of my mind for a very long time. And this is great. So tell us about Cyril Sneer.
So Cyril Sneer, one of those bands, while we're at Bugbear, had to... excuse you.
Sorry, Cyril. I didn't mean to sneer.
Yeah. But we used to listen to, 60 demos a day? At least.
Yeah, 60 demos a day
that
is
bucket
probably about right, in that bucket, yeah.
And then this band,
How many
Cyril
did you
Sneer,
get
just...
a day?
Sorry?
How many did you get them? How many did you
Well,
get?
probably
them?
about 30, yeah. I mean,
30.
these are different days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was only there 2
So,
days, yeah.
you got the 2 days for listening demos or something, yeah.
Well, we just constantly listen to demos. And then we'd need people like Liam to come in and help us with that task.
It was endless. It was like
It
a
was
conveyor
bloody
belt
endless,
of chicken
yeah.
bags
I
and
just
CDs.
think it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
60 tapes, you know, a day. That's quite...
Yeah.
This was CDs, but yeah.
Oh,
And we
CDs,
listened to all
sorry,
of them though as well. You know, every track.
But Cyril Sneer were in there.
Yeah, they just stood out and
They did stand out, didn't they?
Yeah, they did a gig. Did we do a Hope and Anchor gig with them? And
I think we did, yeah.
Yeah.
I can remember you enthusing about them as well.
Yeah. So
Oh, I really like Cyril Sneer.
yeah, it's been a slow burn.
Very
thing,
slow
yeah.
burner. Yeah, and they've really developed as well.
Yeah, I mean this new album which is out.
I've just
now.
bought the whole album.
Have
I've
you?
I heard the track and went, wow.
Well
and
done.
then I've bought it. So there you go. Everybody, buy Cyril Sneer.
Yes.
What's the album called?
Do you know what? We went for a stage of changing the title, so I don't know where it was left at actually.
But anyway, the track we're going to hear now has got a lovely title. I don't think the album's called this. Maybe
No.
it should be. Confabulation. And that's not Cliff Richard. Confabulation. Cyril Sneer. Confabulation. Cyril Sneer. And yeah, by what? Do you know what label that album's on?
They released it themselves.
Oh,
I think,
right,
in the end.
okay. One of their own.
Yeah, they had a
Right.
few offers, but I think.
Well,
Time
look,
wise
it's a
wasn't
great
it?
record, and I'm so glad that we could almost end with Cyril Sneer this evening, because they were a band that you picked out back in the day when you were kind of working for us for tea,
The tea.
that you also made for us.
Yeah,
What a
hang on
system!
minute, yeah.
What a system!
Tony the slavery master.
I'm a drug dealer. I'm Jesus. Now I'm a slave master. I mean, where does it end?
Yeah.
mate?
Come on, Tony.
It's been great. Anyway, listen, it's been great having you here, Liam. It's been fantastic, as always, Martin. And remind the listener again, Mr. Watanabe versus Space Traveller. When...
Shall I do it as a jingle or not?
Go on, do it as
Mr. Watanabe at the Dublin Castle, 28th of December.
If you understood any of that, well done.
Okay, so now just simplifying, 28th of December. Okay, come on, baby.
Come on. It's a great show. It's a great show.
I
Okay.
want to see you DPR, man. Huh?
Oh, yeah,
I'll be
well,
there,
yeah,
yeah.
he'll be there. No doubt. Okay, so next time on Bugbear's Rock and Roll High School, we got. We're coming at you live and direct from the North Pole, obviously, because it'll be the Bugbear Festive Tide Special with me and a couple of other wise men, and loads of great gifts to unwrap. So be sure to tune in for that and hear us giving each other one under the tree. I've been Mr. Tony, the tumescent kid of sixth form humour at the Bugbear Rock and Roll High School. He's been Mr. Martin. He's been Mr. Liam. And until then, as the old stiff records adage went, I'd rather have a bottle in front of me than a frontal lobotomy. We're going to finish with Richard Hawley and it's Cole's Corner. And why did you choose this? And what were your words when you said you wanted this track in, Liam? You said,
Go
to be
on.
honest, anything off this album, but the opening track is the...
Badger.
It's the Badger, folks.